Question: what do you get when a big-ass primate crosses paths with a giant reptile?
The answer is 2021's film Godzilla vs. King Kong.
They are the very fabric that's all about giant monsters, creatures, blah blah blah. But before we get into the new film franchises for both, let's go back to 1933 and 1954.
You see, 1933 is when King Kong debuted, and he was created by Edgar Wallace and written by Merian C. Cooper. Then, 1954 is when Godzilla made his debut, and he was created by Tomoyuki Tanaka.
The difference between those two characters was not only a 2-decade gap between them, but it was also the special effects back then. Like King Kong was stop-motion animation created by Willis O'Brien, and Godzilla was a guy in a rubber suit that stepped on miniature cities.
If it were real life, the amount of casualties would be staggering from all of the structural damage, but somehow the directors never gave a shit. The special effects were revolutionary back then too, but the thirst for CGI graphics in today's world changed all of that. Granted, the old school versions are classic and fun to watch for the entire family, and they still are. It's just fun seeing big creatures beat the living crap out of each other, isn't it?
Yes! In 1963, when Kong and Godzilla first battled, it took place on Mount Fuji. During that encounter, Kong was a guy in a furry monkey suit who was dropped off on an island via floating balloons in order to fight another guy in a rubber crocodile suit.
Come to think of it, I think Godzilla's creation came about after the US bombing of Hiroshima, hence why Godzilla has always been nuclear.
The rivalry between Kong and Godzilla rears its ugly head once again in 2021, but this time, their beef is directed by Adam Wingard.
The cast also includes Millie Bobby Brown, Alexander Skarsgård, Rebecca Hall, and Kaylee Hoddle.
Another thing we noticed in the 2021 version is that Kong is able to sign language, which reminded us a bit of an homage to Coco the gorilla.
But Coco was smarter than most people.
We can almost say the same thing about Kong, who was much smarter than most of the actors in the 2021 film. Godzilla, on the other hand, remained true to his reptilic instincts, but both Kong and Godzilla had to eventually team up in order to battle their nemesis.
Word. Mechagodzilla comes out of nowhere for no rhyme or reason, as he has done for the past 70 years. But then again, that never gets old. Overall, this movie is very entertaining, and you won't be let down if you're a fan of both King Kong or Godzilla.
With that said, what are we rating our terrifying but lovable behemoths?
I give both current franchises a 3-star FU rating of Furiously Cool.
Now you got me thinking about that banana split and sushi combo I was going to have so I can pay my respects to Kong and Godzilla.
Damn, maybe you should hold off on that dish.
Perhaps. Anyways, I give it a 3-star FU rating of Furiously Cool 2. It's just fun stuff that folks can enjoy.
You mean 3 stars for that fart, or the movie?
For the movie, silly. And for the fart too, because it has a hint of wasabi. Besides, honestly, I think you blew it and you wanted to blame me for it. Anyways, don't expect Shakespeare-style dialogue for any of these type films, old or new. They're not exactly grade A scripts. Sort of like our show.
On a final note, it's all about seeing giant creatures causing mass destruction and mayhem with no regards to mass casualties they leave behind.
Oh,